My goodness, y'all, let's get into this, okay? Let's talk about this. How you can make your next $50,000 in business and make $50,000 in your business consistently year over year. This is the type of growth we have been experiencing in our business, and I'm going to break down the why, the how, the when, all of the details you need that are relevant to our economy in this time, because everybody knows that there's something strange going on with the economy. By the way, my name is Tiffany Garza. I'm an international retention marketing strategist for finance and health firms that need to revitalize their email marketing campaigns. I'm also the co-founder of Journey With Us and co-founder of Black Educators Amplified program, where we help experts package their expertise, get their pricing right, launch their website copy, messaging, and create a full 3 to 6 month content calendar so they can get rid of the confusion and have some clarity in their business trajectory. Okay, so I have some crazy statistics. I have my iPad here. I have the laptop because I'm looking at a few different screens at the same time. By the way, I live in Africa. I've been living in Africa for 4 years and as an entrepreneur with my husband and my family. Okay, and so before we get into the nitty gritty, let's talk about these statistics. I want you to know that 11% of our community owns a business. By the way, these first few statistics I pulled from thirdway.org. 11% of our community owns a business. We are about 14 to 15% of the total U.S. population. And of us that are in that community, 11, ooh man, not even 50, not even 25, a quarter of us, 11% of us own a business. 11% people in our community own a business. And so that means only 11% of us are passing down a legacy of entrepreneurship and ownership. Only 11% of us are handing down cash, creating assets for our children after us. I see this as a huge pandemic. I think this is the next pandemic for our community because I believe that this number should at least be at 25%. I think 11% is very disheartening. I think it should at least be at 25%. Leave a comment down below if you also agree. Now, a large portion of our people believe that they are positioned for growth in 2024. So we have some interesting things going on with these statistics. 11% of our people in our community, the African American community that lives in America, has a business, and most of us believe that we are positioned for growth in 2024. So we are a very hopeful people. Now, with all of that being said, I have another statistic, okay, from the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. According to their 2023 business survey, 60% of respondents earn less than $50,000 in revenue for their business. This was last year, 2023. 50% of our people earned $50,000 in their business. I'm sorry, 60% said they earn less than $50,000 in their business, okay? And so this again is a huge problem. I'm thankful to be at a place in our business where we make well over $50,000 per year consistently year after year. I'm thankful to have the marketing strategies, not only the marketing, because marketing is just one facet of business, but the finance, the self-control, and the executive decision cognitive function to be able to make difficult decisions in an increased amount of pressure. But if you're someone who is not good at this, and you have to be very self-aware as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, similar to a parent. We are parents of 5 children. And if you're not self-aware with your parenting basically explodes and it's a hot mess, okay? And your business is the same way. If you're not self-aware of your weaknesses in your business, you don't know when to say, man, this website copy just isn't hitting. Man, I looked at my data and analytics, I'm not converting anything. Or man, I opened this business last year and I've only made $5,000 to $15,000 in revenue. Something is wrong here. Let me bring in a consultant or an expert to show me the gaps that I cannot see, right? These are the things that only successful entrepreneurs do. I realize that not everybody is able to perform that level of diagnosing their own problem and self-reflecting in their business, but it's a must if you actually want to have a business, okay? And so these are the current stats we have. We know the economy is in such a strange way, and this is like the post-pandemic economy that you're coming into as a new business. I also have a few more that I want to share that are from that same website, thirdway.org. But it's so interesting that in 2023, 2024, and now we're going into 2025 soon, most entrepreneurs, Black entrepreneurs, have only 0 to 2 years in business. Like 48% of those businesses are at the newbie 0 to 2 years mark. Okay, so I know I'm talking to if you're like an entry level new business owner, you think you're like, man, I got this, I got it. And I think you do have it, and you will get it if you make the right decisions early. I think that's something that we are so grateful for in our company, that early on we had the humility, and it really takes humility to say, yes, I'm an expert at writing. Yes, I'm an expert at storytelling. Yes, I'm an expert of social media, but I'm not an expert at business growth and business fundamentals and positioning. And so I hired a consultant. Actually, I didn't just hire one consultant. I've hired multiple consultants in the past 8 years. I'm always investing in my own education, because the extent that I'm able to elevate and to educate my own self is the extent that my clients are able to receive the best premium results. And that's like gold for an entrepreneur. It's all about client results and client testimonials and caring about the outcomes of the people around you. And so if you want to separate yourself in this economy, especially if you're a mental health practice, you're in healthcare, you have a healthcare business, you are a finance tax relief firm, you're in finance consulting, you are an education consultant, you are some type of expert beyond surface level. You have a high expertise in some area, but you're like, okay, how do I merge this into a sustainable business, into a sustainable firm that grows year after year with compound interest? One, it takes clarity. You need to have the clarity in your life and in your business to know, I'm not just in business for a season. I'm in business for life, to create and generate wealth for my family, to have more free time, to travel, and to leave a legacy for the people that are going to be coming after me. That's number one. Number two, it goes back to humility. Like, looking at this chart is mind blowing that 48% of Black businesses are at the 0 to 2 year mark. Now, wait, it gets better. Of the companies that are at the 3 to 5 year mark, that's 19%. 6 to 10 years mark, that's 12% of Black businesses. 11 to 15, that's 7%. So you see it dwindles down as we go over the years. 16 to 20 year mark, that's 6%. These numbers are crazy. As I told you earlier, I've been a full-time entrepreneur for 5 years. I've been an entrepreneur for 8 years. So that 12%, like, that's mind blowing. I believe we have the power to change this trajectory and this narrative with Black businesses in America and across the world, right? Especially if we say we want flexible hours. We want the best avenue for ideas and our own creativity. We want to have the ability to balance our work life and family life. We want to be our own bosses. And of course, we want to have greater income. And so we're going to have to come to the conclusion that we are willing to do whatever is necessary to get to that next level. That means even if it's putting fear aside, putting your ego aside, because fear and your ego are the top business deterrents. These are your main two enemies in business at any given phase. Whether you just started yesterday, or you're like me and you've been in business over a decade, or you've been in business longer than that. Fear and ego kill more businesses, kill more marriages, kill more families, kill more relationships than anything on earth. Like, fear and your own ego, it's like a pandemic of those two things, because your ego will have you thinking, that's where pride comes in. Your ego will have you thinking, oh, I know more. There's nothing anybody can teach me. I can go on Google and get all the answers. I don't need to know anything else. And once you realize, you look back at your business over the years and you're like, okay, Why am I not making any sales? What's going on? And the answer is because of your ego and your fear. Let those two things go. You have to let them die down if you're going to get to the next level and face the fact that you do not know everything. If you did know everything, and if you did know everything that it takes, then you would be where you want to be. So the proof that you don't know everything is that you are not where you want to be. Now, with that information, you have two choices. You can stay there and continue on the trajectory you're going, or you can say, wow, I need to invest at a higher level so that I can receive the guided instruction and experience that I need to get to my next level in business. So this was going to be a short 10-minute video for you. Now, we have some spots left in Black Educators Amplified on the 4th cohort. We have free sessions that are available if you want to speak with us directly to see if it's the right program to take your business and life trajectory to the next level. If you care at all at having balance in your work life, getting rid of those microaggressions, and wanting to be your own boss with greater income, okay? And so right now it's September 18th. We start cohort number 4 on October 6th. So you have time to schedule a call for the end of this week or next week. But after next week, we're going to be shutting down the registration doors and getting ready to open so that we can start with the clients that have already joined the program. This is your official invitation to go ahead and book that 15 to 20 minute session at the link in the description. And then, of course, I also have the Introvert Marketer podcast and some other videos that you can binge watch on our channel if you are serious about increasing your income, being your own boss, and balancing work life and family life so you can travel, live abroad, invest in real estate, whatever your goals are. They are on the other side of you making an executive, difficult decision that is going to yield the best harvest of your life. We'll talk to you soon. Check out the links in the description.